I've given up trying to look good on this thing.
Okay.
I was actually
Yeah.
inspired by another alum who's like she does a lot of Facebook lives and stuff like that, and she just doesn't give a shit. And I'm just like, you know what? That's very liberating. I just can't look good all the time. That's just the way it is. I'm fine with it. You know what? That's life. I believe in Pamela Anderson. I'm a big supporter of her. So, um, all right. So I'm going to kind of speed through this because I have client appointments after this. But
Sure.
it's basically simple. It's nothing complicated, but it's just much easier to talk to you about it. And also other people may need to hear this because it's going to apply to them as well. All right. So let me get to my, did you saw the Google event invitation? I think you got a copy.
I did not. I only saw the
Oh,
flyer.
didn't you get notified? Go to your Gmail account. You should see a notification.
Recently I've been checking.
That's so weird because it says you've been invited.
Who's it from? The
Love Boat
initiative?
alumni, Love Boat alumni, and it goes to your RD1.
Who sent? I don't think I
That's all right.
got
We
it.
can we can look into this later. But
Right.
basically, whenever someone agrees to a Zoom call with me, we decide on a time and a date and a time. Then I set up a Google Calendar event, and then I invite the guest so that you're also copied and it gets onto your Google Calendar.
Well, I
You,
got
you
the one for today, like this morning.
yeah, you got
That,
that.
yeah.
Oh, okay. But
But
did you notice
I didn't
that
get the other
this is
one.
the one I'm talking about right now?
Oh, okay.
Okay, and then you notice in the description I list out the topics that I want to talk to you about.
I saw that,
Okay,
yes.
good. Okay, good, good. All right, so I'm
Is
gonna
that what
run
you're
down
talking about?
this,
Oh, okay.
and I'm gonna try to keep it down to like 10 minutes because I have another meeting. So the first thing is, I had a long talk with Cindy. Well, we had a long lunch. We finally got to catch up this past weekend, and basically it came out that she's not as interested in these. You remember that we're only asking the ambassadors team to host one meet and greet a year. That's the only requirement, and anything else you do is a bonus. So like maybe somebody in the team, let's say there's 10 people on the Bay Area ambassadors team, right? And somebody's like, hey, we have another alum visiting from Hawaii, so let's all meet up at the mall, like I did, right? And it was fun. It was great. We ended up spending time with other alum. It was fantastic. That is a great event. That is a Bay Area event, right? Or let's say you want to go, or let's say I went to go see the candlelight performance in San Jose, and I posted it up on the private Facebook group, and I'm like, hey, does anybody want to come with me? That is another group event. Basically, it's like it's not incumbent upon just the whoever's officially on the ambassadors team to do something. It can be anybody in the Bay Area. I'm just talking about Bay Area activities, right? This is the way that we create or enhance, encourage interaction and alumni engagement and activities. It doesn't have to be the once a year meet and greet. It's just sort of the official time we're all going to get together and we're going to go. I love the Grand Bay Hotel. It's just so great. It's easy parking. It's convenient to everybody. It's also very beautiful. Even on our videos and our meetings and everything, it's like, wow, I can't think of another venue that could serve us so well. And because it's so remote, not remote, but it's like outside of 101, it's rarely crowded. We've never had an issue. Well, I will say the reunion was packed because there was a wedding going on next door. So that was
Oh.
kind of hectic. They actually had both a wedding and another big event, but that's the busiest time for them is when they have a conference during the week, which we would never use, right? Understand why I have this little hairpiece thing. It's constantly bothering me. Um, or they have some sort of private event, usually on Saturday. So it's a wedding or whatever. But outside of that, if we have, let's for example, I find that Sunday from 5 to 7, is that when we had our planning meeting?
A planning meeting? No, I think it was earlier.
3 to 5?
Yeah.
Yeah, something like that. That's the best time for us to have local planning meetings there because there's nothing going on at that hotel. And usually Sunday afternoons, late afternoons is when everybody winds down from, whatever, extra kids, extracurricular activities and personal commitments and family dinners and stuff like that. of all the times between Friday night to Sunday night, in my opinion, Sunday night from the Sunday afternoon from 3 to 5 is is the best chance for more people to come. Because everybody's busy, everybody has kids, everybody's, except for the
Yeah.
retired folks, which would be great if we could get more of them to get involved. And eventually we will, I'm sure. But anyway, I'm digressing. Why am I saying this? I'm talking about, I was talking about, let's just say we have, 3 to 5 super social people in our ambassadors team. Me, you, like when you posted up that the festival, the film festival going on in Taipei, I was like, yeah, I'll go with you, you know. And anybody else who wants to come with us, let's do it. That's another ambassadors team event. It doesn't have to be official. It's just we want to encourage alumni to share their activities with each other so that we can. That's the point. That is the
Mhm.
point of Love Boat Alumni Initiative. Yes, we have some clear objectives that we're going for, but overall, we're an alumni association, and we don't have to rely on LBAI to plan everything. If anything, we want to encourage alumni to plan it themselves and invite everybody else, which is what's happening. It is actually happening. But I'm just explaining this to you so that because I'm now telling you that Cindy doesn't want to be on the team anymore. She doesn't want to do event planning. She
Figure that.
after exactly, we all kind of, but it was good that we had a chance to talk it through because everybody's been so busy. She and I haven't had time to do even a follow up from because remember her parents came to town the day after the meet and greet, so she was tied up. But anyway, so she is much more interested in the role as counselor coordinator because she's a former counselor. And I just happened to be talking to her about like, oh my gosh, it's so hard to find the counselors. Nobody has a database. Even Ben SB, who wrote our Wikipedia page, and he's in touch. He's the one who kind of helps to run the counselors private Facebook group, Love Book Counselors, and even he doesn't have like a running list of contacts. So I was
Mhm.
talking about this, and Cindy's like, I can do that. I love Excel. I can do that. I'm like, well, that's important. That's more important. Finding the counselors at this point is top priority. And I can point you to some planning meetings where we talk about this, but they are the ones who are most likely to be interested in getting involved because they were interested in going back to the Love Boat second, third, fourth time to be an ambassador. Then these people are inclined to want to get involved. They're inclined to be good at events planning, logistics, execution. We should have been talking to the counselors a long time ago. So I'm letting you know that Cindy was going to tell you herself, but I figured I need to talk to you about other things too. So I was like, I'll tell her. So we do want each ambassadors team leadership to be one former student and one former counselor. So could I put it on you to look for a counselor that you would want to co-chair this, I mean, co-head it with? It doesn't have to be anytime soon because we already had our annual meet and greet. You can wait until next year, but there were some counselors that spoke. Remember the counselors that spoke at the meet and greet?
Yeah, I can try. Honestly, don't know many unless Cindy, I can look at Cindy's Excel sheet.
Oh, Cindy knows. Cindy knows. She's good friends with some of the counselors, including Mark. Mark too. Mark might actually do it because he's got 4 kids that he wants to go and love with.
Okay.
And I think he'll. But anyway, you can work it out because when you say you don't know any counselors, I'm going to say the same thing. Me neither. That's the point.
I know
That
I
is the
maybe a
challenge,
couple. Yeah.
right? And so even if you say talk to Mark too, and he's like, yeah, or he and his wife together, because Susan, his wife, was a student. So it could be the three of you. There's no
Okay.
limit to how many. Basically, each ambassador's team has a listing on our website as leadership, local leadership, right? And we link them all to their LinkedIn profile. Those are the only people to be acknowledged as the team representation. So you could have 20 people as crew members on your ambassadors team, but we're not listing the crew. That would be too much. It would be too many in and out. And plus, like I mentioned at our previous meeting, at some point when we're more ready, we will be asking all of the leadership, local leadership, to read and sign our. It's a generic volunteer agreement that says If I get hurt, I'm not going to sue you. I'm not going to damage your reputation. We're not going to damage your reputation. It's a very you can just Google it or do with ChatGPT. What does a volunteer agreement in a nonprofit organization looks like? That's what it is. But we're not there yet. I don't have time to work. That's not a priority. And but each of the anyone who wants to be in a leadership role at LBAI and wants to be recognized on the website will be asked to read and agree to the volunteer agreement. There's going to be people who is like, I could care less about being listed on the website, but I'll still do I still want to do I want to help in that way. Well, then we'll just put their name on and not link it to anything. It's just saying who's who to contact in each location. You see what I mean? Okay. So how are you feeling about that? That Cindy doesn't want to do this anymore, that we're going to look for another counselor to be your partner. Actually, it's ideal if you figure out who you want to work with because that's ideal. If I might find somebody that I think is fantastic and you'd be like, I don't like that person's energy, whatever it is. It's better that you have to say, and, you know,
Yeah, I mean, I did enjoy working with Cindy because she seems very easy to
oh,
work
she
with.
still wants to be on the team. She still wants to help. She still wants to be active. She just doesn't want the responsibility of being the co-head.
Oh,
That's all.
yeah. Um,
And she said she'll stay on until you find people. So she can help you. You two, you can find someone together.
I'll
It's not
try thinking. Yeah.
it's
I
not
mean,
important, Shirley. We're not going to have another meet and greet until next year. You have a year
yeah,
to
I
figure this out.
understand. It's
But I'm
just,
just but I'm just
yeah,
letting you know that she's switching her roles at LBAI to manage trying to find the counselors. It
that's
fits. She
fine.
says it fits her better. She doesn't want to do events planning, and she'd rather do computer database outreach, emailing to people. That's great.
Yeah.
Well, we need somebody like that. That's really important. Okay, so that's the first thing. And the next thing is
Just to preface it, I'm not like, event planning is not my forte. Like, I
what
can
do we,
help someone like Cindy when she was planning it, but I'm definitely not,
Shirley? You
yeah.
have a venue. You have a relationship with management. You know
Yeah,
how to post it on our Facebook group. That's all you have to do.
sure.
And if
Yeah.
you don't want the role, actually, let me back up and say, if you would rather not play that role, you should let me know. I need to know what people prefer because the beautiful thing about Loveboat Alumni Initiative is that we do need a lot of help in a lot of different areas. And the ideal scenario is that people who want to get involved should be doing the thing, should be in the areas that is of interest to them and that meets their skills, talents, and interests, right? So if you were to say to me, Christine, I don't really want to be I don't really want to play in this role right now. I'd rather do this other thing for LBAI because that's more my area, right? Then let me know because again, we have a year to recruit your replacement. So basically, and you don't have to tell me right now. This is not important, actually, compared to other things I need to talk to you about. Okay, I'm just letting you know she's switching roles. We need to find another counselor, and then maybe we can find a counselor who wants to find their own team. And if you don't want to be one of the lead ambassadors, that counselor would be more than happy to bring in their own crew. So really, it's just a transition period right now. And in fact, I would say you, me, and Cindy, let's make it our. If you don't want this role and you'd rather do something else, at least the three of us are still on board until we find a replacement. Okay? Because we don't have any responsibilities. We've done our job. We've done the meet and greet.
Sure.
Can you lower your camera just a little bit? You
Oh,
just look so
sorry. I'm
short.
putting on the ground.
Okay. The next thing is now. Tell me again. When do you arrive to Taipei?
Uh, June 21st.
Would you be able June 21st? And I'm sure you have a lot to do with your family. On the day of July 4th, would you be able to come a little earlier just to help the rest of us with setup?
I can plan to. Yeah, I mean, we don't have plans specifically that day, but it's on my calendar. So I don't think we're gonna do anything touristy, that day.
My suggestion, and I can't say too much about this, but we might be invited to a private lunch. So
We,
don't,
as in
I don't
you.
want to, you,
Oh,
Jim, my parents, my,
your family. Oh no.
those of us who belong to LBAI coming from the US. There might be a private luncheon involved.
Oh,
Okay.
okay.
That would include your daughters and your mom. It's a family thing. But I can't say anything more and it may not happen. But what I'm
Okay.
saying is don't put anything on your lunch calendar that day.
Okay. I'll I'll make note. I mean, we'll probably be in the area regardless. Uh, that's fine. I'll block off that day.
Thank you. I was
You're
waiting
waiting
for
for
you
me
to
to say
say
that.
that.
I'll block off the day. I mean, I think we're just gonna, I mean, with my mom, we're not gonna be hustling, bustling a lot of places. I think
No, no,
for
no.
her
If
to go to
there's,
one event a day, she's gonna be exhausted. So it's like,
well,
that'll
that's
be
why
a,
I'm wondering if you want to just rent a room there, just a place to rest for the July 4th, because we're going to be staying there. Me, my mom, we're staying there the night before, Friday night. Even though we have an Airbnb, first of all, I would like to stay at Genton before it gets demolished. Even though the rooms have been renovated, I would like to stay one night and just walk around, show my mom around, show my son, it would be fun and take photos and videos for the last time before they whack the building. So, it's cheap. LA alumni get 10% off. They haven't told me the code yet, but all alumni get 10% off, even if you just rent it for the day so your mom can have a place to rest. And so you guys can coordinate and just go have a place to go because we will be there for four. The reunion itself is from 2 to 6. That's a long time too. So your
Mhm.
mom may not want to. She's not going to want to participate. Well, I don't know. Who knows? Because it's a lot. It is a lot of sitting around when we have the meeting. When we have our meeting to talk about the Gen 10 problem, it's going to be in an amphitheater, and everybody's just going to be sitting in a theater seats talking. My
Oh,
mom will be there. My uncle will be there, and I'm inviting some other family VIPs to come that might be able to help later. Okay.
I'll
So
look into it.
it's just a suggestion. Okay. But if there's a private luncheon that's going to be involved, it will be very close by because like you, I don't want to run around with my 84-year-old mom and my young son. I mean, that's the last thing I want to do. I'd say, no, we're not going to be having this luncheon across town. It's got to be hopefully within minutes of a cab ride from where we all are, from Genton. If not, I don't want to say more, but trust me when I tell you, it's got to be convenient for us all. We're from out of town. It's already hectic to have family to manage and everybody's schedules and what they want to do. But if you and Alexandra and Sophia, is it Sophia or Sophia?
We say Sophia.
Sophia. Okay. If the three of you could come a little earlier just to help us up. Now, what do I mean by setup? I'm talking about the meet and greet, the first hour. We just need to set up and actually the staff there is going to be able to help us do a lot because they're invested in this, right? So we're going to need a table for memorabilia. We can tell everybody don't bring your stuff, but they're going to bring it. They're going to bring
Right.
news articles, just like the reunion. People brought their yearbooks, their t-shirts, their duffel bags, their news articles about when they got in trouble and they were in the news. It's all going to come. So we're going to need, actually, you know what? I have to tell the director about that because he's still trying to figure out the best space for us. This is a detail. Don't worry about that part. But we just need the more hands on deck that the first hour before it starts would be super helpful. Okay. So if you can make it, let me know. And I'm actually, so remember, have you seen the flyer on what's happening, the activities that day? It's just three. One is the meet and greet. One is the meeting about how can we raise our voices about we do not agree with this demolition. And the third is just the private tour. They're going to take us all around the campus and show us all the places that we used to use on the campus, right? That's it. And the tour is going to end up they have an exhibit there. And that's where it's going to end. And then, so we're not planning for dinners we're not planning for dinner. So everybody's going to plan their own dinner. We're all going to go out, I'm sure. We're going to go out. My mom's kind of going to want to go home, but I'm going to want to go out. with everybody, whoever wants to go to
Book a
dinner.
big Chinese restaurant or something.
You know what? I think it's going to be more like a lounge, a bar area, so that because there's going to be so many people, there's no way we're going to find a restaurant like, and we don't want to go to a restaurant because then we all sit down at round tables, and that's boring. Hate those round tables, unless it's really 10 family members. If it's exactly 10 family members and we're sitting in a Chinese restaurant and around table, good. But beyond that, if it's a big crowd, then you can't talk to. It's not as convenient to get up and talk to other people. So, but didn't you say your friend is very familiar with that area?
Yeah, he's not there this summer, but
No, but
he's well,
could he recommend like a really cool lounge that's popular that we can order food and drinks and just hang?
oh gosh, it's been a while. I can ask him. And we also have other friends and
We do, but let's start. It's a start. If he knows the area really well, because I thought
you're
you mentioned
looking
that he
at
knows the
somewhere
area.
near Chintan.
No, somewhere from where we're staying.
Oh, where we're staying. Oh yeah, he has recommended food places for me, but they're like little, like good food, like
Tell him that it can accommodate to 50 people. It's going to be tons of people.
yeah, I can ask again. He might.
We can ask ChatGPT actually. That's not a problem. Anyway, I'm not that's another minor detail. Okay, so now you are coming to the debriefing meeting on Sunday from 3 to 4, right?
Yeah, we gotta check out and go um like leave right after that.
Are you flying out that day?
Flying out that night. But we have to drop Sophia off back at Tangan down south or down east or wherever the I don't know the logistics yet. But we have
Okay.
to check out of our Airbnb. Um and so we have to put our luggage somewhere. But if you guys are meeting nearby,
It is going to be walking distance between your place and mine. We are
okay.
out of town. We are coming from out of town with our senior parents. I'm sorry. We're going to have a planning meeting within walking distance of our Airbnb. There's no way I'm going anywhere else across town to have this meeting. So you're more than welcome to drop off all your stuff at our Airbnb.
Okay, let me
But depending on, I mean, because the debriefing meeting is currently set for 3 to 4, because we want people to just relax for breakfast and lunch and not rush to a debriefing meeting. But that's late in the afternoon, which might impact. What time is your flight? Is it a late night flight?
Yeah, it's a red eye. Gosh, let me think. I want to say it's midnight.
I'm pretty sure. Is it Eva?
Starlux.
Oh, Starlux. I don't know Starlux schedule. Anyway, um, what
Yeah.
time is it? I need to get going soon.
I don't
Um,
know.
anyway, you're welcome to leave all your stuff and your mother with my mother at the Airbnb. And then you and your daughters come to the debriefing meeting.
Yeah, we're not doing anything that day. I mean, besides checking out. I don't, yeah.
Check out and come to our place. Bring your whole family and stay at our place. We can have lunch together, just order in, chill out. It'll be a very relaxing time because the day before we're going to be we're going to be all strung up from the reunion. So check out of your Airbnb because you have to check out by 11 usually.
Yeah.
Come to our place with all your stuff. Your mom and my mom can hang. We can order in. We're ordering in. I'm not going out. It's hot. It's nasty. It's hard enough to drag just my mom out or just my son out.
Yes, I understand. Yeah, same. I'm like, I don't know.
Uber Eats is the most brilliant service ever. Okay. I will tell you more about that later if you're not familiar with it. But let's just if unless you up to you. That's your option. You're welcome to do that. Then our parents, our moms can hang out together. The rest of us go walk to the debriefing meeting. It's not going to be more than an hour because we're not going to be able to cover everything in an hour. That's fine. At least we'll be able to cover the big points, right? And then we go on with our day. Yep.
Sounds good.
Okay. Now,
You're also running some oriented event the night before, huh? The
not
third.
me.
Oh,
I'm not running it.
oh
It's
yeah.
just happening. We're just
Oh,
showing up. No one's there to run it. I'm
okay.
no longer interested in working at events. I'm not going to do table registration. I'm not handing out name badges. I'm there to enjoy the fruits of my labor. So the reason why there's the oriented mixer is because we have those of us who used to live and work in Taiwan, we have just as many, if not more, friends locally, ABCs and ABTs, that are not alum. They didn't go on the Love Boat. They live there. They work there. They breathe the air there. So that's why they can't come to our reunion, but we're all in town. Me, Jim, you got, so we have the purpose. It's intentional to have the oriented happy hour the night before so we can say hi to our local friends. And then Jim leaves the day after. He's leaving on Sunday. He and his daughter are taking off for Japan, I think. So that's why everything's happening on July 3rd and July 4th.
Mm. Oh, he'll be at the reunion, right? And
Of
then
course, he's helping to run it.
and then he's
We are the
taking
heads.
off. Okay.
Yeah, no, the reunion was planned around him and my schedule because usually normally we would both say, hey, we're going to be in Taipei. Let's match up our schedules. Kids can go in the same camp. We tried to do that the year before, we try. But this year he has his own schedule. I have my own schedule. We were talking about it. I'm like, oh my God, the only overlap we have is those 3 days. And so the original plan was all we wanted to do was meet with the local counselors and talk to them about what they know. That's it. There was no reunion. There was no agenda, nothing. And that's why I called Cindy Liu. Cindy Liu. I said, hey, does OCAC have an office that we can use? Because they have facilities for our use all over the US and Canada. And that's when she's like, no, our mandate is overseas facilities, overseas support. So we don't even have a meeting room that you guys can use. I'm like, it'll just be with me and Jen and maybe 3 to 5 local counselors if we're lucky to find that many. And she's like, no, I can't. So in that same conversation, I was like,
Grew.
yeah, in that same conversation, I was like, well, what if we met at Jinhan? She's like, that's a good idea. And I was like, can you help me call? Because my Chinese is just not good enough. I'm fumbling all the time when I'm talking to strangers, especially when you're making a service call. She's like, yeah, I'll call over. Let me call right now. So that's what happened. That's how it happened. She called them and they were like, yeah, we have lots of meeting rooms and conference rooms and all kinds of, man, I forgot. I forgot how huge Genton was. It's been 35 years for me. And so she immediately got back to me. She's like, yeah, they have rooms that you can rent. They have meeting rooms of every size. And you can just book it from the website. And if any alumni that wants to stay there gets 10% off. I'm like, okay, that's how it happened.
Hmm. Very good. I did adjust our travel plans to make it work.
I know that. You're the first ones to do so, but other people have done so as well. So
Nice.
Vincent, Wendy's going to be there.
Okay.
Remember Wendy?
Yeah, and a
Her
brother.
brother Vincent, the counselor,
Yeah.
Jim and his daughter. Oh, and also, you know what? I have to go. And
Okay.
there's more things I wanted to talk to you about, but I can call you later. We can just talk on the phone. This is the basics, okay? This is our 30-minute call.
And things are going well with Alexandra and her
Oh yeah, our
creation.
planning meetings are on our YouTube channel. You can check it out.
Oh, I haven't looked. Okay.
I'm treating her as a full-on volunteer, and she's amazing. She's amazing. I'm so glad to have her. What she's doing is critical because she is developing our global brand. It's going to impact everything we produce.
Wow.
You can listen to the meetings because
Okay.
no one, I don't have the time nor the skills to do that. Jim doesn't have the time for sure. So he has the skills. Jim's done a lot of branding, global branding marketing work.
Hmm.
That's kind of his area.
You could run it by him or
No, 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 no. Jim
okay.
right now, he's pulling back. He's gotten so busy with his family, his work. So what he's able to do right now is just continue to have weekly meetings with me because he and I are the only ones that know everything that's going on. So we'll continue. We've been having weekly meetings for years since the very beginning. It's just that I had to step away for a while, so there was nothing going on, and then there's all this stuff going on. But you know, all of the year that we spent doing weekly meetings was not recorded in a video. It was meeting notes. And I'm not going to go back and read them. I don't care how well written those meeting notes were. AI written, I edited. He tried to work on it because there's a lot of duplication well, actually, AI has got a lot more sophisticated. Last year, I mean, when we first started this, AI was fumbling. But it's gotten a lot better. Still, I don't care how perfect meeting minutes are. I'm not going to go back and read it. It's way more fun to watch videos and listen to it this way. And I can speed it up, or I can, these YouTube, every YouTube video has a little star and it says AI companion underneath the video. And you can click on it, it says, give me a quick summary of this YouTube video. Give
Mm.
me all the timestamps of every topic that's talked about. You can ask
You
it
do
to do
that with
any,
health notes too. Yeah.
it
Like
does
health,
what?
like through hospitals, when you meet with your provider, you can.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that I'm so uncomfortable with, but
Yeah.
because healthcare is notorious for not managing their privacy, their data privacy well.
Right. And they got to reread it anyways to make sure it's the right.
Exactly. So, that's a whole other thing. But yes, yes. I just learned about this feature on YouTube a few weeks ago. I'm like, wow, that's really helpful because Jim and I had been talking about, okay, we'll have the recorded video, and then we can put together meeting minutes ourselves, and we can add it. And then people just sometimes some people want just the summary, and then we found out the YouTube AI does it for us. Like, oh, we don't have to do anything. All we have to do is, basically the pattern of how all the meetings at LBI where I'm involved. I just have my like I put every morning I work on my to-do list, right? And I've tried everything under the sun. I've tried Google Tasks, I've tried all these other apps, whatever. I still go back to this. So I just take a picture and then I pass it to the person I'm meeting with so they can see what I'm planning to talk to them about. And then we
Mhm.
have this YouTube, we record these calls through Zoom, and then boom, everything else is AI generated. It's literally the simplest way to run any organization, be it nonprofit or for profit, So anyway, all right, Shirley, thank you very much for your time.
Okay.
I will have to call you later, but it's not as important. It's just I need to have a touch. You know what we should do is for all of us that are flying back and are able to show up earlier and go to the debriefing meeting because Rainbow's coming. Um, Rose Chung is coming. I've asked her to make a speech. She's like, she'll think about it. Yeah, she's gonna do it. Um, we should all have a Zoom call together before we all take off for Taiwan,
Try.
just to check in. In fact, I'll try to put that on the calendar early so that everybody can plan for it. Let me write that down. Pre-travel Zoom meeting with the gang, with the LBAI gang.
So you know a handful of people from the States going.
Yes, at least 10.
Very good.
You or three involved. I mean, I'm not going to count your mom unless she wants to volunteer for something. She can volunteer to help for translations.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah.
She and my mom. Oh my God. She and my mom, we can designate them as like the official LBAI translators. Wait, I can ask Alexandra to make them special name tags for that. Oh my
Like the
God. You know what? Because
headshot.
we do want to involve the parents. That's the point. That's why we're inviting them. And we do want our offspring to be there. I'm putting mine to work. Yours is working. Yours is volunteering, right? Mine. So Jim's daughter and my son they're probably gonna run the registration table because they got to work too. We're
Well,
doing all this for them.
give
We're
Sophia
doing
a job too if you need help.
all,
Sophia.
I am giving her a job. That's why I need her involved in all this.
I
Okay.
don't want her to
So
be.
you know what?
Yeah.
But we want our offspring there and put them in visible roles because we are trying to show that our parents' generation and our generation, we're working together to benefit our next generation. That is the whole point of why I'm going to take credit for this. I have opened up LBAI's community to not just be alumni and former counselors. That's why we're involving and inviting and encouraging parents to come and to bring our adult children. I mean, of course, Jim's kid and my kid are younger, but they're capable. Mine already knows he's going to be working. He's like, gosh, oh. I'm like, so we either have them running around selling raffle tickets. So I need to find a raffle person. That's not hard, but I just need to find somebody. Or they're going to do the registration table or whatever. We'll give them some small jobs. They're all small jobs. But the highlight is to show. That's why Alexandra is helping me to work out name tags for them that will indicate that they are such and such offspring. We don't need their photo on that thing because they're there. We know what they look like. But we need to give them name badges that people can understand. Oh, Alexandra is your daughter. Same thing with your mom. She's going to have a special name badge that shows that she is your mother. And we're going to use your Gentan photo.
I see.
I think Alexandra she has the best job. Hers is the most fun.
Yes.
Because I told her, I'm like, I'd rather do what you're doing, but I don't have the talent for it. I definitely don't have the time. So she gets to create, she's presenting all these different ideas and, we'll work it out. And then when she and I come together, come up with like our top two favorite themes, we're going to post it on the Facebook group and get input. Stop. I have to go to a client appointment.
Okay.
Thank you so much. I'll talk to you later.
All right. Bye-bye.
Okay, bye. Oh, if you can confirm with me your Sunday plans to come over to our place, Airbnb, the earlier the better, so I can plan.
Okay. Let me.
Just do it. That's the best plan you can come
Well,
up
we gotta
with
check out anyway, so we're either gonna like hop on a Uber, our driver going back, or we can hang out in Taipei for a little bit more.
for the debriefing
Yeah.
meeting.
Yeah. Let me
We
check
need,
my flight time.
okay, we need you. We
Okay.
need you and your two daughters and your mom's translation services.
Put them all to work. Oh,
Well,
maybe not
that's
my mom.
exactly what's
Maybe
happening.
not my mom's. My mom's can be like
I'm kidding. I mean, we may just make the badges for your mom and my mom for fun. They can just have it. They don't have to wear it or show it or be that. But it's
Yeah,
funny
it'd be
because
fun.
my mom
You
played
know,
a huge role in translating our first press releases from 2024 that then got posted on OCAC's website. It's a big
oh,
deal. I could have done it. Remember, you were trying to help me.
yeah, I wouldn't have known. Yeah.
Neither of us. And I think Alexandra's going to have to ask your mom for certain translations. It's in the planning meeting. So I forget why, but I just remember saying you might want to ask your mom. I was like, actually, you may want to ask your grandmother.
You know, I mean,
Because so again, working with my mom is such a pleasure. I mean, we do kill each other at some point, but it's like knowing that she's the one who's helping me write the press release that I wrote in English, in Chinese, that is forever archived on our website, to me is a blessing.
yeah, there's a lot of,
That is what
despite
this
all
is
the
all
family
about.
drama, like there's a lot of good things too.
When you work on projects together with friends, it's a blessing because you get to do something meaningful together. You're producing something important or meaningful. It's different from going out to dinner or going out clubbing or just sitting down just chit-chatting about playing MJ. It's beautiful. Well, that's me. I've spent the majority of my adult life doing
Well, we
this.
can have MJ tables at Chenton.
Oh my God.
That's like a social thing. Like some people may not like. I think my mom would play.
Could you plan it?
Oh, I
Have your
will.
mom and my mom. You know what? This is what we need to do. We need to get you and your mom and me and my mom on a Zoom call. Let's just start with that because
Oh
we're
my
going
God,
to
no,
see each
my.
other anyway. Not now. I'm running. But let's do that because they're going to hang out together anyway. They're both so
Even just
social.
two tables, if they set it up in some area where people just want to hang on their own, and they can.
You're going to be there before me. You can go to Gentown and talk to the director. Director Lee is so accommodating. Whatever we want, he is going to do it for us. He's happy to do it for us. All right. Let's talk about this later. This is
All right.
hilarious. I want to play. I don't want to go to some meeting to talk about how we're going to fight for Gentown. I want to play MJ now. Now that's a problem. Don't set up that table during the meeting because I'm going to be torn.
Yeah,
What should I do? Should I do
after
MJ
hours.
or should I go to the meeting to save Gentown? That's a
After
hard
hours.
decision. Okay. All right. Thank you.
Okay.
I'll talk to you later. Bye.
Bye-bye.
Turn this thing off. I don't want to turn it off.